What is happening, y'all? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I know it's been a while since I did my last live, but we're here now. So as y'all can tell, the algae bloom has happened. So we're going to be sticking to some top water today. Go ahead and get this black spro tied up. What's up, Snuffy? How you doing? So I got this black spro. We're going to get tied up. See if we can't catch something. I'm just going to run it straight to braid. Probably do about an hour's worth of streaming today. I got to get home and take care of some other stuff. But let's get it started. Bass fishing. Oh yeah, 100%. That's what we're here for. See if we can catch the first one. Probably the worst time of day to be fishing, honestly. It is almost 2 o'clock. So I'll be surprised if we catch anything on top water. Impossible? No. Unlikely? Yes. Gotta admit though, it is a beautiful day today. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice and breezy. It's on, baby. That didn't take long. No, it didn't. First fish of the day. Nice little 1 pound largie. I'm happy. I'm in South Central Pennsylvania. So now I got a nice little 1 pound largie. Perfect hook set right in the cheek. All right. So for those of y'all that are new to my live streams, I have a tradition. Chat gets to name the fish. So chat gets to name the fish. Beautiful little 1 pounder. What y'all want to call him before we set him back? What are we going to name him? Bob. All right, this one's going to be Bob, the 1 pounder Bob. We'll be back in a few years to catch him. So everybody say bye to Bob. Tell him we'll see him next time. That was a beautiful one. Y'all got to go back and watch that live. You can see him waking towards it. It was awesome. Y'all say bye to Bob. See you later, Bob. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to keep it moving. That was an awesome first catch, dude. You should have seen that wake that Bob left behind him. Bob wanted that frog real bad. All right, we got the skunk off our back, y'all. Didn't take, what, not even 10 minutes? Not even 10 minutes had a fish on the black spro. Fish is on private property. Yep. As y'all can tell, I'm out here on the farm. So they own it. I've been fishing here for a long time. Probably 5 years now I've been fishing here. And it's a great place. Somebody was here. I could see a line right there where somebody was dragging a frog. Not sure if that was from today or what. But it's so peaceful out here. So beautiful. Bob was an animal. Dude, I seen Bob coming from 30 feet away. Not really, like 10 feet, but Bob wanted it. Bob wanted it. That was awesome. I gotta be honest, I did not expect to catch a fish that quick. I was gonna come out here and struggle, so my job is done. I'm happy. I caught a fish. I could go the next hour, 2 hours without catching any fish, and I'll be perfectly content. Because I at least get the opportunity to come out here and fish. And I love fishing, as y'all know. How's everybody in chat doing today? Gator infested? Nah, I'm too far up north, man. There ain't no gators here. Unless somebody threw their personal private gator in here, which would be screwed up, but I don't think so. But yeah, how's everybody in chat doing today? How's y'all's Tuesday going? How was your Labor Day? Somebody was definitely out here with a frog recently. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's a line like right there going all the way back to that bank. I'm gonna guess that was from today. Catch a fish? Yeah, we already caught a largie. His name was Bob. We already sent Bob back. Going for number 2 now. It did not take long to catch Bob. Bob wanted this frog. Get y'all angled this way. I'm gonna fish that whole bank all the way across, and then we'll keep it moving. Fish on, baby. Fishing is good today. Already fish number 2. Another pounder. There it is. I don't think there's any pike in here, but if there is, I'll try. Fish number 2. Look at that. I barely had him hooked. Barely had that one. Surprised I didn't rip his lip as hard as I was cranking him out of those weeds, honestly. There's fish number 2. This is a largemouth bass, and I am fishing in south central Pennsylvania. How about that, chat? 11 minutes into the stream, we already got 2 fish. What are we gonna call them? Anthony says Rob. Chat, y'all say bye to Rob. We're gonna get a release on him. I am gonna have to chuck them out there a little ways because this water is real shallow right here. It ain't but a few inches deep. So we're gonna send Rob over there just past the scum. Chat, y'all say bye to Rob. Here's a little fish slap for you. Little kissies. Say bye, Rob. See you later, Rob. Thank you. It's freaking cold. 2 fish. 2 fish in 12 minutes. It doesn't get much better than that, y'all. 2 largies in 12 minutes on the Black Spro. He said his name is Jack. Courtney, hang around. You get to name the next one. If there is a next one. We'll see. We will see. Going for fish number 3. Going for number 3 right now. That water is crystal clear. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. How's everybody in chat doing today? That's the plan, Anthony. That is the plan. Everybody in chat doing good? We're going for fish number 3. I know he's out here. There's some giants in here too. The biggest one that I pulled out of this pond was 4 pounds and 5 ounces. And I'm certain that there's bigger ones. I am certain of it. Did I catch a fish? Yes, I did, Manuel. I caught 2 already. 2 fish in under 15 minutes on the Black Spro Frog. Yep. No, it is not hot today. Today is beautiful. I'd have to say mid-70s. I'm not sure. Let me ask my wife. Ashley, are you in here? What's the temp today? It is beautiful outside today. Absolutely gorgeous. Haven't seen me catch? Hang around, Alex. My PB is 8 pounds, 6 ounces. That was out of Florida. 8 pound, 6 ounce largemouth. I'm aiming for those double digits though. We're here to see the fish, y'all. Y'all don't want to see my ugly bug. We're here to see the fish. But if y'all have watched any of my previous lives, you know that I do a face reveal, if that's what you want to call it, at the end of it. Telling everybody thank you for watching. But for now, all y'all gonna see is this beautiful view in my fishing pole. All the fish are in the market. No worries. There's plenty of them out here. I ain't worried about it. Like I said, we've already caught 2 fish in less than 12 minutes. So it's just a matter of time before we catch that next one. Just a matter of time. If you want to see my face that bad, there's probably 20 or 30 other videos that you can go and check out my face. Right now we're focusing on fishing. How is everybody in chat doing today? Everybody doing good? How's your Monday going? Yeah, we are shooting for bass. And yes, I am also aiming for a big fish. It's not very little. I mean, it's probably like 4 or 5 acre pond, maybe bigger than that. We got that whole half over there to check out. This is the shallow part. But don't worry, we got plenty of time. I do intend on making my way around and fishing this bank all the way around. I didn't expect to catch any fish, to be honest with y'all, because it's like the worst time of day to be fishing. It's 2 o'clock my time. Sun is full sun. I think the only thing that's saving me right now is all this vegetation. And this spro frog. I got 2 largemouth bass right now. What does your dad being a police officer have to do with fishing? Okay. Chat, y'all keep the chat clean. There's no need for hostility or animosity. We're all here to just enjoy the vibes. Enjoy the vibes. It's a beautiful day. It's a great day to be fishing. A great day to be alive. And it is so peaceful out here. More videos. Yeah, Manuel. You can jump off the live and you can go look at some of my other videos, or you can wait till the live is over. Go look at other my videos. I got quite a few in there. I don't upload a ton of videos just because of the amount of time it takes. I would much rather just do lives and post the lives, raw, uncut. So most of these fishing videos that y'all watch, these fishermen are taking 1, 2, 3, sometimes 5 days to put together that video. And they're only gonna show the best of the best. Me, I'll show it all, live, no shame. Sometimes we catch big ones, sometimes we catch small ones. Me personally, I don't care. I'm just happy to be out here catching fish. That's all I care about. Just happy to be out here catching fish. I don't know about the greatest fishermen, but I'm not out here to catch the biggest one or to showboat. I just love fishing. Been fishing since I was a little kid. My grandpa used to take me out fishing almost every day, and I can thank him for everything. As far as my my enjoyment of fishing, because there's more to it than just catching fish. And for those of you who are fishermen in the chat, I'm sure that you can relate. It's just about the vibe. You know, I could come out here and sit for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours and not catch anything and be perfectly content. Because look what I'm surrounded by. It is absolutely beautiful out here. And some folks don't even get to see stuff like this. You know, whether they live out in the desert or up in the mountains, they don't really have any farm ponds around them. So I am blessed enough to have the opportunity to come out here to fish in places like this. And I mean, that's what it's all about. Family and fishing. Family and fishing. Look at that vegetation, dude. It is just completely mucked up out there. Do I only bass fish? Mostly, yeah. I would say probably 90% bass fishing. I do have waders and some lightweight rods. And I am thinking about doing some trout fishing this year before the season comes to an end and it gets too cold. But I don't like being hot. So I've been waiting for it to get cooler before I put on my waders and start trudging downstream. So if you like fishing in general, like I said, I mostly do bass fishing. Oh, dude, that was a giant toad that just took off next to me. That thing was massive. He was probably the size of my fist. Yeah, where was I? Yeah. So I do plan on doing some trout fishing, or at least some creek fishing. You know, maybe some rock bass, some panfish, some creek chubs. But it's just something about bass fishing that I love so much. So I do have a boat, and I do go out on the boat a few times. But unfortunately, the lakes that are around me are not that good. I have much better odds out here fishing these ponds than I do fishing those overly pressured lakes that people just troll. I mean, they get on a boat and they just troll around the whole lake all day long. And that's not fun to me. But doing this type of fishing is much better. Because you got to get out here, walk around, get some sunlight. And look at these beautiful views. Biggest bass, 8 pounds, 6 ounces out of Florida. 8 pounds, 6 ounces. Like everybody else who's a bass fisherman, the ideal is to get a double-digit bass, which who knows? It'll happen one day. Even if it happens when I'm 65, 70 years old, I don't care, because I'll be fishing for the rest of my life unless I lose both my arms. That'd be the only way I stop fishing. This weekend was awesome. Took your son fishing. He is 6. Taught him how to cast by himself on a 7-foot pole. No more Paw Patrol. That is freaking awesome, 4 Rings. That is awesome. Let me get a W in the chat for 4 Rings taking his son out, teaching him how to fish. And he will remember that forever. And he will thank you for it when he's our age. That's awesome. Colleen, what's up? Thanks for dropping in. W in the chat. W in the chat for 4 Rings. Taking his son out, teaching him how to fish. It's freaking awesome. Queen, I'm working on it. We already caught 2. Going on number 3 right now. We are looking for number 3. Fishing the black spro frog. Doing some top water. As y'all can tell, there's tons of vegetation out there. We're at full bloom right now, which is going to be my best chance of catching any top water. So I'll make my way around this pond with this frog, see if I can catch some more top water. And after that, I might go weedless Senko. Probably do a weedless Senko. Weedless and weightless. Because there's no shot that you're getting a jig or anything else through any of this. There's no way you're going to be able to fish with a drop shot. Wacky rig, you're just going to get all hung up. So the best thing for right now, especially with it being this time of day, is going to be a topwater frog. And that is what we are doing. Like I said, I already caught 2, so I must be doing something right. Like I said, I can go the rest of the day without catching anything else, and I'll be perfectly happy because I've already caught 2. Almost got that one in the tree. Y'all should have seen the size of that bullfrog I seen taking off. If there's fish in here eating frogs like that, dude, there's got to be some giants. Had to been like a 2-pound frog. He was massive. You're from Australia. That's what's up. Cast right. I think I'm casting the right way, so I am ambidextrous, but I do prefer the right-handed reel on the bait caster. I prefer to do the right-hand reel. So, to each their own. If I want to use a right-handed reel and cast it with my left, that's my choice. But as far as fishing is concerned, like I said, I prefer to cast with my left and reel with my right. That's how I've always done it. So we're going to keep it moving. So much muck up here, dude. I wouldn't say it's weird. I think it's awesome that if you can write with both hands. Oh yeah, somebody was here fishing. Look at this. Somebody was fishing their A off. Jeez. Let's see if I can catch whatever they left. Somebody was definitely here today fishing. 100%. Yeah, somebody was out here for a while. May not have been from today. Could have been from another day, but I appreciate the sub, man. That's awesome. But look at all that, dude. Somebody was out here giving them hell. What's funny, though, is out of all of these, I don't see any fish drag marks. I don't think any of these were catches. All right, we're gonna try this bank. See if we can't pull something off of this bank. Try open water? Yeah, I will. Definitely want to fish these banks first. But you gotta think, it is midday. It's 2 o'clock. So if those fish are out there in the open water, they're probably gonna be down low. If I was a fish, I'd be right under this crap. But I'll try it. We'll send a couple out there and walk it. See what happens. What I'll do is I'll start fanning my way out. I'll start here and I'll just start fanning my way out and we'll see if we can catch anything out there. Any other bait caster fishermen in here that cast with their left hand and reel with their right? I can't be the only one. Like I said, almost everybody I know casts with their left and reels with their right. Me. That's me. Yeah. All right. So I'm not weird. That's just how I've always done it. Can y'all hear this bluegills popping? All I hear is bluegills popping everywhere. Definitely gonna get me a little suntan today. That's for sure. It is such a nice, beautiful day today. So for those of y'all just getting here, we are topwater fishing with the black spro frog. Looking for a giant. We caught 2 1-pounders so far. Bob, I forgot the other one's name. Bob and something. Chat, do y'all remember what we called that second fish? I cannot recall. I know the first one was Bob. PB, 8 pounds, 6 ounces, largie, out of Florida. 8 pounds, 6 ounces. Nothing huge. Also not small. But one of these days I will catch me a double digit. But I think I'm either one gonna have to go back to Florida for it or 2 Texas. Florida's got some of the biggest bass that I've ever seen. All right, let's send a couple out there into the open water and see if we can't catch something. What am I using? I am using a black spro frog. Right there. Black spro frog. Bluegills are popping. The bluegills are popping. Where am I at? I am in South Central Pennsylvania. My PB on a frog? That's a good question. I'd have to say probably like a 5-pounder. PB on a frog, probably like a 5-pounder. Yeah, tons of frog lines. These are not from me. Somebody else was here tearing it up. Like I said, I got out here late afternoon, but somebody was definitely here going to town on these on these weed beds. Which I don't blame them. It's the right thing to do. That's where these fish are going to be. Starting to get chillier. Fish are going to be coming up shallow, soaking up some of that sun, that warmth. Yeah, PB on the frog, I want to say is between 4 and 5 pounds. Nothing has even sniffed my frog since I've been over here. So I think we're going to keep it moving. Like I said, I have been fishing here for quite a while. I do know where the fish are at for the most part. Obviously, they can move around quite a bit, but the biggest one that I caught out of here was like a 5.5 pound, and he was up on that corner right up there. And I actually caught him with a swim bait. Catch one and you'll sub. We'll see. No guarantees. I already caught 2, so does that mean you're already going to sub and tell somebody else to sub? Because that already counts for 2. But we'll see what happens. Catch as many as I can. I'm going to fish my way around this entire pond, and then I will be switching over to a Senko. But I think the frog is where it's at right now. Like I've already caught 2, so Chill out there for a little bit. See my setup? Sure. This is the 13 Fishing, the Origin FT1, and I'm fishing it on the Fate FT. And this is the 7.3, I don't know if y'all can see that. It's the 7.3 medium heavy. So that's it. 13 Fishing, 5 bearing, 7.3 gear ratio. Yes, we are already 2 fish in. So I'd say 2 fish in 45 minutes is a pretty damn good day. Some people go hours without catching anything. Oh, I just got hit. And I was too busy reading chat. I just got hit right there. Now would be a good time to have that Senko. Wonder if he'll come back. Unlikely, but yeah, he was small. It wasn't nothing big, but definitely got hit. That's a good question. My wife bought me this one. I want to say 150 from Dick's Sporting Goods. I think is what I paid, 150. But my wife got it for me for my birthday. It was right there. That's where he hit me last time. Nada. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Gotta watch out for poison ivy. I am super sensitive to poison ivy. Fishing almost all my life, never got it before, and I got it this year on my leg. And I swear, every time I go fishing now, I get it. Damn near every time. I try my hardest to avoid those plants with threes. I think I'm not a fan of right now is I left all my tackle sitting next to my truck. So if somebody wanted to, they could just stop, grab all my stuff, and there would be nothing I could do about it. Might have to go back and rectify that situation. Biggest fish you caught and how much did it weigh? 8 pounds, 6 ounces, largemouth out of Florida. Not the biggest. I caught a huge tarpon. It was like a 57-inch tarpon. I don't know the weight on it, but it was freaking massive. It took me over an hour, almost 2 hours to get it in. So tarpon is probably the biggest fish that I've caught. But I don't live in Florida anymore, so most of my fishing now is freshwater. And I prefer bass fishing ponds, man. Something about it. Can't get enough of it. So as y'all can probably see, we're definitely going to be fishing right along all of that right there. I'm in Pennsylvania. There's no need to throw it farther. Throwing exactly where I want to be. throw it and leave, you mean leave it for a bit, probably do that. If you want me to just throw it and then like just walk away, I am tempted to run back to my truck and pick my tackle up. I've never had any issues out here, but it would not be difficult for somebody to just pull over and grab my stuff. It's right next to the road. I'd be pretty sad if I lost my entire bag. Yeah, you don't leave it because it will not attract anything, because it could be anything in the pond, and they think that it's something that they don't want, but if it moves, then they're going to want it. Yes, facts, Bentley. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can definitely leave it for a little bit, but I've got most of my hookups on a frog anyways by twitching it. So yeah, you want to cast it out there, let it sit for a little bit, a really slow retrieve, but sometimes they won't even hit it. They'll just sit there and look at it. But then as soon as you twitch it, then they crush it. Got a little tangle. There we go. We're good. It is beautiful. I do have a Senko in my tackle box. Got a few of them. But I'm not going to give up until I fish all of these weed beds. Because even if I punch through this stuff, it's just going to get all snotted up. So the only way the Senko is going to work is if I throw it weightless. And I'll definitely be throwing it out into open water or on this line right here. But don't worry, we'll get to the Senko. After I make my way around this pond, we will switch it up. But I do want to give it a valiant effort with this frog. Like I said, I've already caught 2, so it's not a bad day already. I'm happy with it. Let's keep it moving. I do have a spinner and a shiner, but you're just going to get it gunked up in all this crap. And I don't feel like dealing with any of it. I'd rather just stay weedless. Ooh, gnarly backlash. A little too much. Nice little bird's nest. Good now. I got y'all hooked. All right, see if I can get next to that bush. Might be one right in there. All right, I think we have fished out this corner. Keep it moving. Do I know what all is in this pond? I do not, actually. Could be some catfish in here. Maybe some trout. It is spring fed. The water's pretty chilly. Maybe some catfish. There's no snakeheads in here. I haven't seen any. Tons of largemouth. Tons of bluegill. And I would have to say off the top of my head, that's probably all that's in here. How many fish have you caught in one sitting? Because you've got 15. Oh, man. I've lost count. I got this one pond that nobody else is allowed to fish. Private pond. I was out there for 3 hours. I lost count, man. I lost count after like 20. Literally every single cast catching a bass. Every single cast. But that's what happens when you find a private pond that nobody else is allowed to fish. And it's over like 60, 70 years old. But again, I don't always go fishing just to catch as many fish as I possibly can. I just enjoy it. It's so peaceful out here. You can hear the birds, you can hear the crickets. It's just so awesome out here. This is my stress reliever. What about y'all, chat? What's y'all's PB for largemouth? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Let's hear it. Let's see it. PB largemouth. What is it? Hello from Germany. Noah, how are you doing today? Thank you for coming into the live. The nicest place that I went, that's in Florida, hands down. So beautiful in Florida. Oh, did y'all see that? Dang it, man. Every time I read chat, dude, I get freaking nailed. Every time. 6'2" in Canada. That's what's up. That's a nice fish. That is a nice one. You subbed. I appreciate the sub, man. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the vibes. We're out here just chilling. No pressure. This isn't a tournament. I did just miss that fish, though. I'm going to see if I can go back. Maybe he'll bite again. I doubt it, but we'll see. It's too busy reading the chat. 6'5", that's awesome. That's a good one as well. Yeah, anytime you can catch a largie that's like over 5 pounds, it's the best, man. It is definitely a great feeling. Oh yeah, it is nice out here. Nice little breeze coming across the pond as well. There's no livestock, so you're not smelling any manure. It's all crops. That's all corn way over there. It's all corn. A little bit of a dirty bottom. A little dirty bottom frog. John, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the subscription. I hope you're enjoying the live. Thank you for coming out and just enjoying the vibes. Definitely my favorite hobby. After the live is over, y'all go to the channel and watch some of my other videos. I got tons of shorts on there. Make sure you comment on them. Like the videos. Leave a comment. If y'all want to see me do a certain type of freshwater fishing, leave a comment. I usually like every one of my comments, so I'll definitely read them. Speaking of liking, why don't y'all do me a favor and go ahead and like this live. Like the live. All right, we're moving closer to this tree. And on the other side of this tree, I've had quite a bit of luck. Not so much on this side, but on the other side of this tree, I've had a pretty decent amount of luck. So I'm not going to jinx it, though. And like I said, I've already caught 2 fish today, so I could care less if I don't catch anything else. I'm out here just for the vibes, enjoying myself. Probably be fishing for, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, give or take, however long it takes to get back around the pond. Then I'll hook y'all up to my power bank. We'll swap out for a Senko. Do a couple casts with the Senko. Wrap it up after that. But I do want to say I appreciate all y'all for showing up for the live. I appreciate the support. I hope y'all are enjoying it. All right, there's 109 of y'all in here. Let's see if we can get that like button up to 75. There's 109 of you in here. Let's see if we can get that like button up to at least 75. I know y'all can do it. It doesn't cost you anything. Just smash that thumbs up button. Also, share the stream. Know anybody who likes fishing? Or just likes peaceful atmosphere? Send it to your grandma. Send it to your grandpa. Your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins. Share the stream. 54. Keep it climbing, y'all. I know you can do it. I appreciate that, Colliers. 57. We're climbing. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's get it 75 likes. I think that'll probably be the most likes that I've ever had in one stream. I think we can do it. Let's get it up to 75 likes. Have you caught any yet? Yep. Got 2 largies on the board. First one's name was Bob, and I don't recall the name of the second one. Maybe somebody in chat remembers, or maybe you can scroll all the way up through all the messages. First fish's name was Bob. He was a beautiful 1-pounder. Caught him within like the first 5 minutes. Second one I caught at like 12 minutes, and we made our way from that tree all the way around. I've had 2 bites, but no more catches yet. Key word on that was yet. So we're gonna get around to the other side of this tree. I'm gonna try my best to watch out for the poison ivy. Y'all can see that water is just crystal clear. It's beautiful out here. Come on, people. Smash that like button. Let me get a record on how many likes I've had in one live. I think my record right now is like 35, 40. So we've already surpassed that, but I don't see any reason why we can't get to 75 likes, y'all. 75 likes. But somebody, could have been today, could have been yesterday, somebody was out here frogging their rear end off. That's for sure. Look at those. Literally 12 to 15 of them going right into that tree. So if that was from today, obviously these fish are going to be a little skittish. Probably not going to be as likely to bite. But like I said, I've already caught 2. I'm happy with that. Do I want to catch more? Sure. I'd like to catch 100. But if that doesn't happen, I'm okay with it because I didn't get skunked. And that's really all that matters to me when I go fishing. Little tiny guy. Little tiny guy. As long as I can catch 1 fish, then I'm happy. If I don't catch 1 fish, then I'm slightly bummed out. But it's still not terrible because I'm just happy to be out here fishing, honestly. There's something tiny right there. Hit it twice. I don't think he's big enough to get that frog. It's the second time he short struck it. It's private, not my land, but I did ask permission, so it is a private pond. But I fish out here all the time. I've been fishing here for like 5 years now. I usually have a pretty good time when I'm out here fishing. And honestly, I'm surprised that I caught anything today because it is probably the worst time of day to be fishing, in my opinion. 3 o'clock, late afternoon, it's tough to get a bite. So the fact that I've already caught 2, I'm super thankful for that. I do like mid-morning fishing the most, like between the hours of like 9 and 12. I think that's when it's the best. And obviously evening. Evening fishing is hands down the best. You're at school watching a live stream and get your phone taken from you. Don't lose your phone over watching me stream. But I do appreciate you being here. I'll say that much. He's a rebel. It's a rebel, y'all. You Americans are much more chilled than Germans. We have to buy permissions for each water. Even if it's your private land, like if you know somebody, like for example, the people who own this pond live right over here. I just showed up one day and said, hey, do you mind if I fish your pond? And, you know, for the most part, don't get me wrong, I've had a few places that are like, absolutely not. You're not allowed to fish here. Don't ever let me catch you fish. Get off my land. But for the most part, people are pretty chill. And they just have a couple rules. Number 1, don't leave trash. Do not leave trash. And I am a huge believer in that. Anytime I go to a pond, I try to leave it cleaner than it was before I got there. So if I see any trash, I'm going to pick it up and take it with me. There's no reason why I can't. So that's the number 1 rule for most of these private ponds that I fish. The second one, which not all of them are like this, but most of them are, is catch and release. Whatever you catch, toss it back, leave it for the next person, which I am also a big believer in. So yeah, pick up your trash, catch and release. Those are really the only 2 rules that I've ever been given going fishing. And I don't leak my locations. I never do. There's only a couple people that I know personally that I have told about this pond that come out here and fish. And they've been given the same rules. Don't litter, catch and release. I do have a fish brain, but let me tell you all about fish brain. It's the same name, HooksetDan, if you want to check it out. I don't post on there anymore. And the reason for that is because when Fish Brain first came out a few years ago, it's been like 5 years, 6 years now, I was posting all my catches on there. And now I know that you can disable this as far as sharing your actual location, and it just gives people like an approximate guess. But there was one little private pond that I enjoyed fishing quite a bit. It was right off the side of the interstate. No big fish in it, just a bunch of 1-pounders. But I could always go there and catch fish. Like every time I go there, I'd catch fish. And then one day I seen this guy had posted, and he was on that same little pond. And I know that nobody fishes that pond, dude. Like, it's just off the cut on the side of the interstate. You're not going to drive by and be like, oh, let me fish it. In fact, you can't even see it from the interstate. So really the only way you would know about that pond is if, one, you're local, or two, you were watching my Fish Brain. So anyways, this guy had posted on Fish Brain at that pond a bucket full of bass. All dead. All like 1-pounders, not even 2-pounders. And he killed them. To eat, I would assume. At least I hope he ate them. But the dude caught those fish and killed them out of a tiny little pond. Like super tiny little pond. And ever since that day, I said that's enough. I'm not going to post my catches anymore on Fish Brain, not the locations. I probably could still keep tracking and logging all of my fish on there, but it left a bad taste in my mouth. And for that reason, I'm not a big fan of Fish Brain. It's a shame. It's a shame that somebody had to do that and ruin it for me. Nothing against Fish Brain. It's a great app, very useful if you want to pay for it. Because the only time you get to see the catcher's locations is if you pay for the premium subscription. So that's that. That's my 2 cents on Fish Brain. I'll leave it there. Like I said, nothing against Fish Brain. I think it's a great app, especially if you're trying to learn about some places to go fishing and what baits to use. But I think the biggest part about fishing, in my opinion, is figuring it out. You know, a few years ago, I didn't know how to use a bait caster, but I figured it out. Taught myself. And now I primarily fish with bait casters. Obviously, there's different applications where you're going to want to use a spinning reel. But for the most part, I always fish with a bait caster. And even on my boat, I don't have a live scope. I don't have a fish finder. Could I get one? Sure. But that takes all the fun out of it. That's not fishing. That's cheating, in my opinion. You know, to each their own. If you want to use a live scope to go catch fish, you're right, you can do that. But I think that takes all the skill and the fun out of fishing. When you can just look at your screen, see where a fish is at, and just drop a bait right on his head. I don't fully agree with that. I will never own a live scope. I do have a depth finder on my boat because I like to know what the depths are. I also don't think there's anything wrong with looking at topographical maps and figuring out the different columns in the water. You know, there's other ways to go about it than having to use a piece of technology to track down fish. I think it just kind of takes the fun out of it. Hey Dan, stopped by at work. P&B catfishing, Paul. Okay. You stopped by while you're at work. I appreciate that if that's what you were getting at. You use Bass Forecast Edition, free edition. I'll look into that. Yeah, and you're right. It is a personal choice for the privacy. You don't have to log the locations. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It definitely left a bad taste in my mouth about it, and I pretty much stopped logging all of my catches on there. And then instead decided to do some YouTube videos. I don't know, we'll see. I might get back into it. But yep, same name, HooksetDan. If you do want to follow me on there, I do check it out every now and then. So whoever it was that was out here frog fishing stopped right there. But we're gonna go past it, keep it going. The bite has definitely slowed down, y'all. That's for sure. Just watching some YouTube shorts and your stream came up. You seem like a cool guy. You're gonna subscribe. Dusty, I do appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. I go live as much as I possibly can. And yeah, I do it for y'all. I mean, I'm gonna go fishing regardless. But for me to bring my camera and my tripod, this is for you. This is for all of you. Especially for those who don't really get to go out and go fishing that often. I mean, and look at this view. Look how beautiful and peaceful it is out here. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, y'all do me a favor, like the stream. We're up to 73. I would like to shoot for 75. After that, I'm gonna shoot for 100. But we're 2 away from 75. Y'all like the stream for me. And then after the, well, I don't know where I was going. I was casting in the grass, looking at the screen, trying to catch one of those grass basses. But honestly, y'all, I think most of the fish are up there because that's where the water's the most shallow. That's where that water's going to be the warmest. And that's where we caught the first two. It is a beautiful pond, isn't it, Nathan? Chat, everybody on the live, do me a favor, smash that like button. We're up to 74. It's the most amount of likes that I've ever gotten on a YouTube live. So from what I can see, there's over 100 people in here. There's no reason why we can't get 100 likes. One more like will get us to 74, and then you'll never hear me say it again for the rest of the stream. One more like, get us to 75, y'all. We're almost there. All right, somebody's saying 75. Looks like we made it. There it is. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Number one, for y'all being here. And number two, for liking the stream. I do appreciate it. I hope y'all are enjoying it. We're going to work our way towards the shallow part of the pond, which is over here. And I think we're going to have some better luck over there. But don't worry, fall is coming. So all of this vegetation is going to die. And then I will be out here with my jigs, crushing them. Because there's plenty of fish to be caught in this pond. But somebody was here recently, frog fishing. As y'all can tell, there's lines everywhere. I mean, this isn't even from me. I didn't do all that. Somebody was here giving these fish hell with a frog. It wasn't me. If I had to guess, it happened either... Oh, it's windy. I'm trying to block that for y'all. Super windy. I apologize for that wind. Not much that I can do about it. I hope my hand blocking that microphone is helping out a little bit. I hope you don't have earbuds in full volume. Yes, this is a private pond. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. Sorry for the wind. Not much I can do about it. I'll cover up my hand. Maybe that'll help out a little bit, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you're out in nature. So I do recommend that y'all turn that volume down a little bit so you don't get your ears blasted out by all that wind. But we're gonna go over here. This is where we caught our first 2 fish. We were on the other side, but they were right over here. So we're gonna see if we can't snatch up a couple more of them. Yeah, I pulled a 5.5 out of here on a swim bait. Missed him. He was tiny. That thing was so small. Dude, I threw that one like right into that tree. That fish was so tiny. Five and a half out of your grandparents' pond with the top water. That's awesome. That's a good day. You catch a 5-pounder. That is a good day. Like I said, the biggest one that I pulled out of here, and I've been fishing here for a while, was 5.5. And that was on I think it was a white shad swim bait. And he surprised the crap out of me. I didn't think I was going to catch anything on it. But he was chilling right on the bank. Apologize, y'all, for the wind. Hope it's not bothering you too much. Like I said, I would definitely recommend turning down that volume a couple notches if it is too loud. Look how thick that stuff is, dude. Like I said, all of these are not from me. So somebody was definitely here today. Today or yesterday, but if I had to guess, it was from today. Let's go ahead and add ours while we're here. What a freaking beautiful day, man. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Yeah, we started on that side. There's my truck. we pretty much fished all the way around. Not a whole lot of luck, but I will definitely be hitting those willows again. Promise you that. Just imagine a freaking 10-pounder just comes out and just swallows that thing whole. That'd be freaking awesome. There's got to be a giant in here because there's tons of fish. Tons of freaking bluegill. Hundreds, if not thousands. All right, let's keep working our way down. Get over here into the shallows. Try fishing at a place called Frant Lake in Kent, England. That sounds pretty far away. Dusty, I appreciate that. Thank you for coming by, man. Something massive just jumped over there. Dude, you let it go. Keep getting hit by these little tiny ones, man. They keep short striking it and just bury me in the weeds. Even with a frog, I'm just pulling up tons of weeds. I'll go back and try that again. So right about here is where we caught those first two fish. But it's getting late in the day. I don't think these fish are all that hungry anymore. Probably conserving their energy for their nighttime feeding. 3 o'clock right now. But we'll keep going. We'll see if we can't catch one more before we end the live. Panda, take it easy. Everybody taking off. I appreciate y'all for showing up. And thank you for getting the stream up to 87 likes that I'm seeing. That's crazy. Definitely the most amount of likes that I've had in a single stream. And I want to say I do appreciate it. I really do. I hear a woodpecker. So for those who are just joining, we've been fishing with the black spro frog. Had some luck today. Caught 2 right at the beginning. It's been pretty slow for like the last hour. Haven't really caught a whole lot, but I've been enjoying y'all's company. And I hope that y'all been enjoying the beautiful views out here. So peaceful. Catch a fish, not recently, but when the stream started, we caught 2 back to back. And haven't really caught much of anything for like the last hour, unfortunately. Which is not ideal, but I don't care. They call it fishing for a reason, right? Something huge just jumped out there. I'll send a cast that way, see if we can grab it. It's right there. See if we can get him to bite. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Any fish? Ackerman, yeah, we've caught 2, but I'll be honest, it's been pretty slow for like the last hour. But it is what it is. I'm having a good time. I got y'all plugged into the power bank. What's the most I've had in one swim? Had 15. Well, I usually don't swim with the fish that I catch, but I lost count one time. In fact, it wasn't too long ago. It was probably about 2 months ago. I was at another private pond, and the guy doesn't let anybody fish there at all. And he said that that pond has been in his family for over 60 years. So, you know me, I was there doing some other work, and I asked if I could fish it. And per usual, you know, he lays out some rules. You have to fish with barbless hooks because he doesn't want the fish to get harmed. No littering, and catch and release. I caught well over 20 fish within like 2 hours. I mean, it was insane. Every single cast had a fish on it. Every single cast. And I probably could have caught more. But I was having such a damn good time, dude. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Who knows? One of these days I might take y'all out there. I believe if you go back and look at some of my YouTube shorts, there is... Actually, it was a live. My very first live, I think I might have been out there. That was a terrible day, though. It was so hot. And fish weren't really biting all that well that day. And I was fishing topwater, I think. But even in that day, I think I caught 4 or 5 fish. But there's also a short, and I'm fishing with the Dock Demon, which if y'all don't have a Dock Demon from Walmart, go get you one. It's like less than, I think it was like $10. That thing is so much freaking fun, that Dock Demon. But anyways, one of these days I'll go back out there first thing in the morning, and we'll have a fishing palooza where I can catch dozens of fish in a very short period of time. The fishing is slow right now because it is the worst time of day to be fishing. So I kind of expected it. And honestly, when I came out here, I expected to not catch anything at all. I just wanted to go live for a little bit, let everybody else enjoy the views, enjoy the scenery. And if I happen to catch any fish, then that's a bonus. So, like I said, I didn't expect to catch any fish today. I really didn't. But what I am going to do is I'm going to make my way to my truck, and I'm going to rig up a Senko. We'll try a little bit of Senko fishing, and then probably wrap up the stream right after that. But I do want to thank everybody for being here. I hope that y'all are enjoying yourselves. Shout you out. Fishing with Ted. Shout out to Ted. What's going on, man? Thank you for coming into the stream. By the way, a swim is a spot. Okay. Swim is a spot. Like a fishing hole? Or what you call a swim is a fishing spot? With the spinning reel. Hey, what's the best bait for a big pond? It depends. Depends on what you're fishing for. My personal favorite is topwater. I love a topwater bite. It's probably one of the harder bites to get, especially with the frog, because your timing has to be good. You got to have a medium heavy rod to be able to set that hook. And I like bait casters. But this is definitely, in my opinion, my favorite type of lure. Frog. Frog fishing, dirty water. Well, the water's clear, but as you can see, it's all mucked up. This is my favorite. To watch those fish blow up out of this crap to grab a hold of that frog is amazing. But again, the best lure, that's controversial. I mean, everybody's going to have their own opinion on what they think is the best lure, what they think catches the most fish. So it's really to the individual. and what type of pond it is and what type of fish they have in it. Like I said, every pond is different. This one right here is primarily bass. That's really all I fish for is bass. But like I said, I rather enjoy a topwater bite. I'll take a topwater frog bite over a Senko bite any day. Any day. All right. It's slowing down over here. We're going to keep it moving. Do I float fish? No, I have not. I've never float fished before. With a spinning rod, medium-sized fish, I would go with like some type of spinner bait, maybe like a rooster tail or something like that. And it also depends on what's in the water. If your water looks like this, you're not going to be fishing with the spinner bait. You can, but you're going to be digging the boogers out of that reel, or not the reel, but that lure more than you're going to be fishing. And I'm not a huge fan of doing all that. I don't like to stop after every single cast to have to clear the snot off of my lures. So yeah, like I said, it really all depends. If there's not a ton of vegetation and it's for the most part clear open water, you could definitely utilize some spinner baits. Maybe even like some Rapala minnows, some jerk baits. The topwater bite has all but ceased out here. I haven't got a bite. Well, that's a lie. I had a couple bites, but I missed them. So I guess that's not entirely true. But I do think it might be time to switch it up. Maybe try some Senkos. So that water over there where I just cast is like 6 inches deep. I wonder if there's anything over here. It's like 6 inches. Is topwater popper lures good? Absolutely. Love me some topwater poppers. I got a couple in my bag. I'll show them. All right. Not having much luck with this frog. I think we're going to go switch it up, y'all. Where am I fishing at? I am in south central Pennsylvania. And we just got done fishing this giant freaking pond. We're not done. I'm going to go for a little bit longer. I'm going to tie on a Senko as promised. But before we go, I'm going to send it across this right here to see if there's anything hiding in there. Like I said, this water right here is shallow. 8 to 10 inches maybe. Nothing. All right, let's go get this thing swapped out. Just got back from carp fishing in a pond right next to my house. Did you catch anything, Riley? Fishing today, he caught so many fish bites, but all of them escaped. Yeah, I've had a couple of those today. I love fishing, and you're a fishing master. All right? We're all fishing masters. So I'm gonna set y'all up with this beautiful scenery. And I am going to tie on a Senko. Get a couple more casts out here real quick before we throw away this frog. Alright, let's go ahead and swap it out. Let's get us a Senko tied up. That's what I call high quality H2O. So against my better judgment, we are going to put a little 1/8 ounce bullet weight on here. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. If not, I'm just talking to myself. It's cool. So we're going to put a little 1/8 ounce bullet weight on here. Maybe try and punch through some of that stuff. But honestly, I think I'm just going to regret it. So I am going to pin that with a barber stop. And let's see what we got for Senkos. Hopefully I got some. Yes, I do. Good luck. scratched the crap out of my leg earlier. It's a little itchy. All right, got the old spinning reel out. Way too big for this application, but we're gonna make it work. So, got the green pumpkin Senko tied on with a little bobber stop on it. And Texas rigged. Let's see if we can catch something. All right, let's get over here to these willows. See if we can cast. I don't know if this 1/4 ounce is going to be enough to punch through any of this crap. Sorry for that clanking noise. That's my power bank. We'll send a couple over here. I just got impaled by a stick. Hold on. All right, there we go. I don't think this 1/4 ounce is going to be strong enough to get through any of this gunk. But we'll try right along the edges of it. Any bites with the frog? Yeah, we had 2. Caught 2. Named them, released them. But for the last hour, it's pretty bleak. Had a couple bites. Didn't manage to land any. So, decided to swap it out for green pumpkin Senko. Gonna try our luck with this. So right now I got it pegged. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. We'll see how it goes. Bob was the first one, and I cannot recall what the name of the second one is. You'll have to go back and watch the stream and remind me. But one of them was named Bob. So right now I'm fishing with a spinning reel that is entirely too big for this application. But I did not feel like tying on a leader to my braid. So we're just gonna run with it. That's a fish. We're on, baby. Little tiny guy. Less than a pounder. But that's fish number 3 for the day, y'all. On the green pumpkin Senko. Chill out, little dude. Chill out. Chill out. Right through the top of the mouth. Beautiful hook set. Damn, worm's almost bigger than him. Got him right through the nose. All right, chat, there he is. Little tiny guy, little dinker. Little fish slap for y'all. Got him right in the nose. He's bleeding a little bit, but he'll be all right. What we're gonna call him, chat? Little tiny guy, probably like a half pound, truthfully. I mean, there's the Senko, and there's the fish. Little dude. What do I want to call him? Larry? All right, chat. Everybody say bye to Larry. Everybody say bye to Larry. See you, Larry. Ouch. Sound like Larry had a little bit of a hard landing. He'll be all right. Any tips? Well, what are you trying to fish for? Happy to give you any tips. I don't know everything about fishing. I know a little bit. I know enough. So you're trying to catch bass. Okay. Go to Wally World. Buy you a pack of these. These are green pumpkin Senkos. Green pumpkin Senkos. And if you want to know how to rig them, go to my YouTube shorts and I'll show you exactly how to Texas rig this. Green pumpkin Senko. It is the best, in my opinion. The best. So that's number one. Get you some green pumpkin Senkos. As far as finding good spots, you can either one, drive around and look for spots. You know how to use them? Okay, sweet. Drive around and look for some spots, which is what I normally do. Pull up Google Maps on your phone. Change it to satellite. And then just start scanning your area and look for bodies of water. If you see a house, then that means it's probably like a farm pond and they own it. Go to that house, knock on the door, tell them you're a fisherman, tell them you're respectful, you're not going to litter, none of that, and ask permission to fish, which is exactly what I did. That house right there is the owner of this property, and I did just that. I found this pond on Google Maps, and then I came over and asked them if I could fish. They said absolutely. So that's number one. Google Maps, look for some ponds, ask permission to fish. Number two, there's an app called FishBrain. If you don't have it, download it. FishBrain will show you locations of where fish have been caught before. Not only will they show you the locations of where the fish have been caught, they'll show you what lures that person was using to catch said fish. So FishBrain's a good one. If your pond looks like this and it's just covered in grass, you're going to want to fish with the top water. Something that's weedless, like a frog. A frog is the best for this type of water conditions. The best. Your second option is pretty much what I'm doing right now. And that is with a Senko Texas rig it. And that usually works out pretty good as well. Another tip that I would suggest for you is that if these places that you're going to fish are populated and a lot of people tend to fish them, don't be shy. Ask them. Ask questions. Be like, hey, what type of baits are y'all using? What type of fish are you catching? Et cetera, et cetera. And most fishermen, not all, but I would say most, are more than happy to give you tips on how to catch fish out there. Yes, this is a very, very healthy pond. And honestly, it's probably fertilized from all the crops. Surrounded by crops. Probably not the best fertilization for it, but it's definitely healthy with the vegetation. Always catch bass, 10 each trip. That's what's up. That's good. I can go somewhere right now and catch 10 bass if I wanted to. But this is a beautiful pond. I love the scenery out here. And we've only caught three. Caught 3 today. But 3 fish. We've been fishing for about 2 hours now. maybe a little bit longer. And I'm happy with that. I think it's about the quality, not the quantity. And by quality, it's not even the quality of the fish, it's just the quality of the fishing in general. Just being able to be out here, enjoy yourself, relax, peaceful, nobody bugging you. That's what it's all about. It's all about the peace. A good budget rod and reel. Um, it depends on what your budget is, and also depends on what you're trying to fish for. But I mean, I would say a healthy budget is like 50 bucks, 60 bucks. Probably get something decent. I'd say like 60 bucks is probably a good decent budget. Anything under that, I'm sure it's going to be good. It'll work. But it also depends on what type of fishing you're trying to do. If you're trying to do bass fishing, do you want an open reel? Do you want a bait caster? Do you want a closed reel? The budgets vary. But instead of Amazon, look up your local bait and tackle. Support your local bait and tackle. Look that up and see how far it is from you. Drive out there and go get you one. Yeah, for a bait caster, you're going to want to spend about $100. I'd agree with that. A good rod and reel combo. Like I said, if you're going to get an open reel, I would start at 60 bucks. 60 bucks and up. If you spend at least 60, have a decent one. Obviously, the more money you spend, probably the better quality it is going to be. So I would start at 60 bucks. Look at some reviews. Because at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. You go to Walmart, you buy a $30 reel, you're probably not going to be very happy with it. I did 2 YouTube shorts on some Walmart reels. 3 of them, actually. There's one called the Dock Demon. So it's a real tiny one, but it comes with like a 10-pound test on it. Solid. It is solid. I think it's like 10 or 15 bucks. Super cheap. But it's like a little mini micro rod. But does it work? Yep. I also did the Abu Garcia. It's a white and red one, Abu Garcia. I think it's like 55 bucks. It's a bait caster. It's pretty decent. I also did the Walmart Ozark Trail bait caster. Did a review on that one. I think it's about the same, 50, 60 bucks. These waters, a little bit of everything. Probably maybe some trout, some lake trout, maybe. Definitely some bluegill, some sunnies. Definitely some largemouth bass. There's some turtles in here. The bluegills in here are giants, like the size of my hand. They're huge. May or may not be some catfish in here. I don't really know. I never fished the bottom to try to catch any, but I would not be surprised if there was some in here. But I am primarily a bass fisherman. Bass is usually what I'm going for, largemouth. So that's what I pretty much have enough terminal for. Fish for bluegill next time you go here. That's so easy, man. You just get you a bucket of worms and you'll have no problem catching a ton of bluegill. A bucket of worms, that's all you need. But I can do that next time I come out here. Come out here, catch a bunch of bluegills. And I'll go check. I might even have what I need in my truck to catch some bluegills. Maybe. Berkeley gulp minnows. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got some. They're good, especially on a drop shot. I like putting those on a drop shot. They work out pretty well. Honestly, Griggy, I don't know. I don't think I've ever caught a jackfish. Maybe somebody in chat here can tell you. I've never caught one, so I couldn't tell you what to use. All right, man, it's killing me. I'm just getting weeded up non-stop, dude. Like, as soon as it hits the water, it's just engulfed in weeds. Engulfed. I'm gonna go switch it up. Maybe we'll try a little bit of little something else. A little something else. Because this ain't it. I mean, I could take off the weight and go weightless. Maybe even wacky rig it. But the issue, I mean, look. It's just so much vegetation. No matter what you cast out there is going to get dragged right back through that. Have I caught anything? Yeah, we caught three. Sorry, we caught 3 of them. 3 largies. But the bite is definitely slowing down. It is that time of day. It's almost 4 o'clock. And all the fish, I think, are sleeping right now. Did y'all know that bass were nocturnal feeders? Bass prefer to fish at night. Which I have only done nighttime bass fishing 1 time. But I do think I want to try that again. Because the 1 time that I went, it was a pretty good night. prefer fishing around 7. Yeah, same here. I prefer evening fishing. Evening fishing is definitely where it's at. Midday fishing like this, not so much. So I'm actually surprised that I managed to catch 3 of them today. It's a pretty good day. Threw that right in the tree. You're from India. Well, hello from India. I am in America, Pennsylvania. How's the fishing over there in India? What are y'all usually fishing for? What kind of fish are you usually catching over there in India? All humans. Okay. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be funny or something, but to each their own, I guess. What up, Mark? How you doing, man? Riley, welcome back. Yeah, I don't know about this Senko, y'all. I just keep getting weeded up every single time. Every single time. And it's not enjoyable. Not for this type of pond. Waldo, welcome. Catfish and rockfish. Okay. You do a lot of bank fishing? Are you on the boat? I'm assuming if you're going for rockfish, you're out on the boat. My biggest catch, 8 pounds, 6 ounces, largemouth. Biggest largemouth anyways. I caught a tarpon in Florida. It was every bit of like 60 inches. Freaking massive. Took me over an hour just to bring them in. But I primarily bass fish, so that's the only one that I really keep track of. And like I said, that one is 8 pounds and 6 ounces out of Florida. Always want to learn how to fish, so this is as close as you'll get. What do you mean, sketch? It ain't that hard, man. What you want to know? I'll tell you right now. I can teach you how to fish. First thing you got to do is buy a fishing pole, buy some hooks, buy some worms, and find some water, and then you'll catch some fish. I'm gonna leave y'all sitting up watching the view. I am going to change up my rig. All right, y'all. We are back at it with the frog. This time we're gonna go with the pad crasher. Change it up a little bit. See if we can't catch anything. I'm gonna stream for probably about another 15 more minutes. We'll see if we can catch another one in those 15 minutes. And if not, like I said, it was a good fishing. We caught 3 of them. So I'm happy with that. That didn't sound very healthy. Guy, right away. He didn't have it though. Your dad's biggest is 7.2. Yeah, that's a nice one, man. 7.2 is a good one. Like I said, when I caught that 8 pound, 6 ounce, dude, I was freaking out. I thought for sure he was 10 pounds, but he wasn't. But he sure as heck fought like he was 10 pounds. That was a good day of fishing. But like I said, that was down in Florida. I've been up in Pennsylvania now for quite a few years. And at least the ponds that are around me, I don't think there's anything that big. The biggest thing that I've caught up here in PA was like 5.5 or a 5.6. And it was out of this pond, believe it or not. a nice little large right there. Just scooted away. Yeah, it's a topwater pond, man. I think topwater is definitely where it's at. All right, let's go over here. Your biggest pike was 25 pounds. That is freaking huge. That is a big boy pike right there. 25 pounds? That's massive. My biggest pike, I don't even know the weight, but it was probably like 20 something inches. £40 carp, that's huge. Theo, I am in South Central Pennsylvania. We are fishing for some largies. But it's the worst time of day to be fishing. Been out here for a few hours now. We do have 3 of them, so at least I didn't get skunked. But I haven't caught anything. Oh, what am I talking about? We just caught a fish like 20 minutes ago. Anyways, the bite is definitely slowing down. They're not as aggressive as they were when we started, but still a good day of fishing and a beautiful view. So we are trying to get one more before we end the stream. Let's see what happens. Big boil right next to that one. Big boil right next to that frog. Nice little bird's nest. I got my Breaks too loose for this frog. Try that again. That's better. Try worms. I don't have any worms with me, unfortunately. I got a bucket of worms in the back of my truck, and they've been there for a week and a half, so they're probably not alive anymore. But I mostly use soft plastics, some hard baits, but I'd say mostly soft plastics for my bass fishing. If y'all wonder why I'm reeling so fast, is I can see the bottom. Halfway across this pond, I can see the entire bottom. So I can tell that there's no fish. Pretty shallow on this end. I'd say right here is maybe 2 feet. My name, HooksetDan. That's my name. That's a fish. A tiny guy, but we'll take it. Beggars cannot be choosers. Oh, easy, buddy. There he is. Perfect hook set, right in the top of the lip. Beautiful. Another little 1/2 pounder. There it is. All right, y'all. So for those of you that are new to chat, I let my viewers name the fish before I send it back. So what are we going to call them? What are we going to call them? Little fish slap for y'all. There's a kiss. Little fish kiss. What's his name? Come on, chat. Musky Eater. All right, chat. Y'all say bye to Musky Eater. He gone. Musky Eater was hungry. Little tiny guy. Something big swimming right there. Welcome back, Riley. I am in South Central Pennsylvania, real close to Maryland. About 4 hours from West Virginia, 4 hours from Philly, 4 hours from Jersey, 8 hours from Lake Erie, That'd be amazing, actually. I would love to go to another country to go fishing. I have not been out of the States other than a couple times. I went on some cruises, went to the Bahamas, but I didn't get to go for any fishing. Canada's nearby. Yeah, I could be in Canada in about 8 hours. Never been to Canada though. I heard I would love to go to Canada do some trout fishing. That would be amazing. That I would love. Or some salmon. Go out to Canada for the salmon run. That would be awesome too. It's 2 o'clock. It is 4 o'clock p.m. over here. Yeah, definitely cheaper than the UK, I'm sure. I just jumped over there. Did y'all see that? See if he wants a frog. No? No interest in the frog? Can't see me casting. It's because I'm off to the side. There. I'll let y'all see a little bit. That water right there where I'm casting is so shallow. I'll be like no more than 8 inches. That'd be rough. Real shallow. But I think the fish are out here. So we'll keep y'all looking that way. All right, we're gonna send a couple casts over here to these willows and then we are going to wrap up this stream. So I do want to say I appreciate everybody for showing up today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We caught a few fish. Thank y'all for liking the video. I think we had over 100 likes on this video, which is amazing. I think that's probably the most that I've ever had on a live. So that's freaking sweet. I do appreciate it. Nada. All right, folks. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Once again, I do appreciate everybody for showing up today. Thank you for liking the stream. After the stream is over, y'all go ahead and check out the YouTube channel. Tons of fishing content on there. Tons of tips and tricks. And with all that being said, I do appreciate y'all a lot. And I go live 1, 2, sometimes even 3 times a week. So I do want to say I do appreciate y'all. And y'all enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Y'all take it easy.